EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the outskirts of the nation's capital. It's Northwest Stadium in Landover, the home of the Commanders. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from Landover. A return now from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 36-yard line.
Ready? It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now it's the Arizona product that is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. He'll push forward for about a yard. Zach Baum, the all-pro, makes the stop.
A gain of 2.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we'll have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Rolling to the left. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Pass caught on the left side by Likely. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I think that's just a case of a right call at the wrong time, Mike. You typically want to run a draw in more of an obvious passing situation. In this case, the defense was expecting run, and they're able to just eat up that draw play.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Darren Waller. And it's going to lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Jalen Lane is deep for Washington. Getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
14-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. And that ball incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Get it. Go. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Commanders 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. Trying to avoid tacklers, and the ball is out. And I think the Eagles have it. Yes, they do.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage. And I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. A quick slant on the money to McLaurin. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Throwing is Daniel. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Washington.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Ready.
So a pair of 1st downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. On the give, Husky Merritt. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
At the 47-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready, set.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19.
They'll go play action here with Daniel. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. Here's Tress Way now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Finding room at the 35. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, Here's second down and 3.
Great, set. Trimmer.
Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
7-yard gain. That's another Eagles first down. A gain of 7 and an Eagle first down.
So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll run the draw with Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Philadelphia.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Now a screen set up for Barkley. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Here's second and 2. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Short, complete to Likely. And the Eagles are going to be set up with first and goal. He is down at the 6.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
From 6 yards out, it's first and goal.
Great, set.
Here's Barkley, and he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Now from the 7, it's second and goal. Throwing is Hurts. This one caught at the 4. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3. That's going to set up third and goal.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Third and goal. To throw is Hurts. That one, take it in. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Eagles. His 4th TD grab of the season.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Commanders nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Whoa! And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On play action, Daniels. That's swung out to Krosky Merritt, and he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 1.
18 Cardinal, 18 Pioneer.
He'll go with Bill. That's Krosky Merritt. And that one going to be closed down to the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
At the 33-yard line.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and 5.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
To throw is Daniels. He'll get this one complete to Brown. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Off the bootleg. Here's Daniels. That'll be taken in by Krosky Merritt. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. They'll throw with Daniels. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
Well, we'll give a little credit
line.
here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. That's to Krosky Merritt. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Complete to Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this.
Ready up.
Second down, they need 7.
Here we go. Ready.
Throwing again. Daniel. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Come on. Ready.
To the air again is Daniel. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Daniels gonna throw again. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Good drive so far, but this is a big hurdle. It is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
For the Washington field goal.
His kick is good. And the Commanders are on the board just before halftime.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Jackson now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Past the 40. To the 20. And he's going to take this all the way back. 92 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, it is one of the most exciting plays in football. Rare that we see it. But when it all comes together and works out in a return for a touchdown, it is truly something special.
And it is, Mike. It is because we don't see it very often. In a world of the ever-increasing touchback, we don't see a lot of returns in this league. So when you get one, let alone one as exciting as that, man, it is fun to watch.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles extend their advantage to 14-3.
Commanders 3. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hup.
Now Daniels. That's a short one, caught by Sinnott. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the Eagles' 35-yard line.
Ready?
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Right back to Brown, he's got it again. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Go. 19 Tiger.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
That's good for a Commanders first down.
Timberwolves. 60 Eagles. 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. That's caught by Eckler. And he will get into the end zone. Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Commanders. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders are back within 4. It is 14-10. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith. Loose inside the 30. And he will score. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
good on the extra point. And the Eagles are out to a 21-10 lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Closing seconds of this first half, and this kickoff is away. Now, here comes a return from the 9.
Elijah Moore on the return. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Warrior 70. Let's go. Bronco 80.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
To kick off for
Both teams
Washington.
ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Jackson now to return it. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
On play action, Hurts pushed out to his left. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
It is 3rd and long. Play action. Here's Hurts. Flush to his left. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
Here's Lane. And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get it out of bounds. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniels. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 38 yards. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? Cowboy 80. 79 Broncos.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
A loss of 6.
Jordan Burke getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
He gets that to ground. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11.
It's actually a really nice job there on 2nd down, putting this into a 3rd and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that 1st down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
Third down, they need 5.
Come on.
To throw is Daniels. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a 1st.
Ready, go!
And a run. Here's Krusky Merritt. He'll be brought down inside the 25. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On the ready.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 7.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Daniels now going to look to throw. Forced out wide. He's got it at about the 8. And it'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Let's go.
Off the bootleg. Here's Daniels. This one is pulled in on the feet in bounds. Yes! Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Throwing now. Daniel. They're called in at the 2. And he cannot get in. The try for 2 comes up empty. So unable to get within a field goal. The difference remains 5. So after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the the ground. This is Barkley. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Moving to his right. Off he goes. Commanders come up with the takeaway.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk.
Now Daniel's going to give this forward to the receiver. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. Let's go.
Here's Daniel. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Ritter. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
I understand it's 3rd down, and the quarterback's trying to make a play, Mike, but if you're going to make a dangerous throw on 3rd down, and you're going to force the ball into tight coverage, at least do it past the sticks. Try to pick up that 1st down and maintain possession. He tries to thread the needle. Ball falls incomplete. And now it brings up 4th down.
Jackson on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. That's the veteran safety, Marshawn Lattimore, bringing them down.
42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
180.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
3rd, they need 8. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
sure that return was not going any farther.
Ready.
Play action. Here's Daniels. That's to the right side, and it's Sinnott. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
It's a gain of 14
Give him
yards.
14 on that play. One play, one first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. A throw left side, caught by Sinnott. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Great timing and anticipation. The second the tight end's head turned around, the quarterback put the ball on him, and now it's, hey, let's see who wants to tackle this big guy and bring him to the ground.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Ready. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Hawk 70, Hawk 18, Rattler 18.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Deputy Lion.
On play action, Daniels. He's got his tight end. That's Sinnott. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Keep it in the air, and here's Daniels. He's got his man downfield, it's Debo. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Daniels going to throw again. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's close to another first down. He'll step out right at that first down marker.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Cowboy 80.
Throwing again. Daniel. That's caught by Eckler. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
That's 18, Pioneer. Scope.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. On the run to the right. That is caught side of the end zone. Noah Brown. Touchdown, Commander. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Important spot here for the Commanders as they will go for two.
Ready?
The air again is Daniel. That's going to be caught. They get the 2 points. Man, this could turn out to be important. The lead goes to 3 here in the fourth quarter. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Jackson now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 9. On play action, here's Hurts. He'll get rid of it and complete it. 15 yards through the air. Good for an Eagles first down.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that all.
Hurts to the air on first down. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In fourth quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. Hurts now. Looking right side. He's got a receiver. It's Smith. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Third and 7. Hurts working in the pistol. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
one is off the mark. It is no good. And the deficit will stay right where it is.
And that could very well wind up being a critical miss. I mean, you've got to be able to rely on your kickers at this stage of the game. But he can't come through. And this one stays a 3-point game.
Let's go now. 18.
A run to begin the drive, and it's Krosky Merritt. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we got a big 3rd down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with a conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
3rd and 11.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's going to get this close to a 1st down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
They only need a yard, and it's 4th down.
Cowboy 80.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. As his man, it's Samuel. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they get the conversion with a gain of 14.
I like a little bit of this risk-taking. When you found yourself with the lead in the 4th quarter, conservative wisdom says, just punt it away and let your defense win this game for you. But now after going for it on 4th down and extending the drive, they can continue to work this clock. And even if they do have to give the ball back to their opponent, they're going to get the ball back with a lot less time. So I really like that decision.
Here we go. Start. 68.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll drop to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
2nd and 7.
Let's go. From Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
On the handoff, it's Krosky Merritt. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's 3rd and 7.
Ready, ready.
To throw is Daniels. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 21-yard
Remember, he
line.
had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Down. 19 Charger, 19. Check smash, check smash. Ready.
Run over center. That's Krosky Merritt. Ooh. The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
4 yards.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
They'll run with Krosky Merritt. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready, ready.
From the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Right back to Krosky Merritt. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So it's a win here for the Commanders. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Commanders are winners as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.